Last but not least is the refreeze stage. This stage is crucial for determining how long the change lasts throughout the organization. If you are looking for a permanent change, you will have to put practices in place that cement the changes into the minds and behaviors of the organization. This could involve changing handbooks, contracts, or training materials so future members of the organization move forward with the changes. Maybe you focus on the members you have. It might be time to pull from our behaviorist friends. Positive reinforcement of change can help it stick. For example, let's say you want to encourage your team to show up to team building events. There are many ways to go about this change, providing incentives, mandating team building events, or setting up campaigns that encourage team bonding will help. But we can look at this example too through the lens of Lewin's change theory. In the unfreeze phase, you may ramp up driving forces by evaluating both your core values and when your team building events are taking place. If your team tends to consist of parents who value spending time with family, they're not going to want to skip dinner time for team building. Considering everyone's schedule, or sending out a survey asking for the best time to have events, might be a great first step to making this change. Then we get to the change phase. You have to communicate with your team that this survey was sent out so that team building events could be easier to attend. Speak to your core values. How will team cohesion and bonding help you reach your goals? And speak to who you are as a company. How will these events benefit all the people who you want to attend? Last is the refreeze phase. When your team members show up to the event, reward them. Share photos of how much fun you are having, and make a point to schedule the next few events immediately so members are excited and make time in their schedule. Team building will become a more permanent part of your organization. This model cannot be completed overnight. It probably cannot be completed in 3 nights either. In order to make a sweeping change throughout an organization, you need planning, communication, and consistency. Taking shortcuts or neglecting any of these elements will prevent people from understanding why the change must be made, how to do it, and that the change is permanent. You can also use this model to make personal changes. What beliefs and values are driving your current habits? How can you adjust them and look at change in a positive light? How can you make these changes consistent? Maybe try thinking about Lewin's change theory as you plan for your next big change. That's all for today. Thanks for listening. We hope you learned something, and we hope to see you in our next video.